Hey guys, Mike here. Super excited to announce that the vendor table is going to be at WPPI 2025. So in case you weren't aware of what WPPI is, it's the ultimate destination for wedding and portrait photographers. It's happening from March 16th to the 20th at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's your chance to learn from the best in the industry, get hands-on with the latest gear and tech, and connect with like-minded creatives. Plus, you're going to leave there with long-lasting friendships, fresh inspiration, and a whole new passion for your craft. So check out more information and get your tickets with the link in the show notes. Now, let's kick off the episode. Welcome back to the Vendor Table, presented by Aftershoot. Do you want to elevate your post-processing workflow? Aftershoot AI will help speed up and simplify every step of the process, from importing, culling, editing, and exporting. Get your time back and use it to focus on the important things. What's up, Lauren?
Hi.
Well, as you could tell from that intro,
Yeah.
we got a new sponsor.
New sponsor. Look, we have merch.
We have merch. Thanks, Aftershoot, for partnering with us.
Thanks for the cup.
We're super excited to announce that partnership. That's I wasn't an Aftershoot user until last year. After Cassidy's episode. We had after we went off air with Cassidy, we had an hour conversation with her, and she's like, are you guys using any AI? And we're like, yeah. And I was like, I just spent $4,000 on my AI program, and that was not fun to pay that bill. Yeah. And she's like, well, why don't you check out Aftershoot? They're pretty awesome, and it's only like $40 to $50 a month, and you get the straightening and the culling and all that stuff's included. And I was like, all right, give it a shot.
It's not per image. It's a flat rate.
It's a flat rate per month. So kind of love that. And made my own profile. They had like the Black Friday thing. I was like, all right, let me give it a shot. Holy moly. The thing is so good. So we are super excited to announce that partnership. We're really excited. They're going to be a partner of the podcast. We'll have some things go on with them throughout the year and everything like that. But we'll have a link in the show notes if you guys want to check that out.
Yeah, if you haven't checked them out already, go check out Aftershoot and see for yourself how it works.
Yeah. So getting into it though, how you been? Good?
Great? Well, I mean, how long you got?
I don't know. We're here. We're here. This year's kicked off a little weird.
It's a weird year.
It is a weird year. It was Super Bowl Sunday this past weekend.
Oh my God.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, so many wonderful things happened.
Do you want to tell, or you want to keep those to yourself?
What?
The wonderful things that happened.
Oh, I was talking about the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. Well, I will say, okay, so I was in Ohio over the weekend, and two things happened while I was in Ohio. I was in Cincinnati, and the first thing was I had not even gotten picked up from the airport and driven 20 minutes before seeing a dead body on the side of the road.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that was that.
Why do you do this? Why? Why do you do this?
Baby's first dead body. So yeah, I know.
Welcome to Ohio.
Yeah, it was like welcome to Ohio.
Ohio is for lovers.
Ohio is for dead people. And then also, the Yahtzees were out and about.
What's the Yahtzees? Oh, those guys.
What rhymes with Yahtzee?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, those guys.
The Yahtzees were oot in a boot, and apparently.
See Kalen all over the place?
Yeah, right? And, fuck that.
Yeah.
So the people of Cincinnati, Lincoln Heights specifically, started throwing canned vegetables at them.
Fuck yeah, Cincinnati.
Because,
fuckers
listen, eggs are expensive, but canned vegetables are like $1.
Yeah, and they last a long time, so you know what?
Imagine
getting hit with a canned vegetable.
Like, is there anything more emasculating than getting hit by a can of asparagus?
Yeah. If there's any group of individuals that deserve to get hit with a can of vegetables, it's the Yahtzees. So,
listen. If you're a Yahtzee and you listen to this podcast, go fuck yourself. Yeah. I don't think that needs to be said, but
fuck off.
Just in case, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck right off. Well, so we're here. The Super Bowl halftime show was pretty good. I liked it. I like Kendrick. I don't know.
Listen, everybody
he just. Oh my God.
You know what makes me
Having
laugh?
the whole, winning a Grammy for a diss track, performing that diss track at the Super Bowl, and having the whole stadium sing A minor, like, I think he won the beef.
Yeah, he definitely won the beef. But like, I think the thing that like entertained me the most is I expect this every single year post Super Bowl. The next day, everybody's just, and by everybody, I mean every old white boomer and Gen X are going, that was the worst Super Bowl halftime show ever.
They all have the same profile picture.
Every year, you all look the same. You all don't get it. You all don't get it, and it's really fucking cute.
Dude, I just love the little look into the camera. He was like, "Hey, Drake," like just like
that diabolical grin.
It was so good.
I love him,
it was
and his bell bottoms.
Flare jeans.
Love him.
There was and
his tight little butt.
There's an influencer I follow. She's so funny.
Nicole Dent.
Yes. I was cracking up because I remember that from middle school, all the girls with like wet fucking bottom jeans, like with the flare jeans, and I was just like, I'm a dude and I remember that.
Oh yeah. Her like walking through the puddles, I was like, I can feel the moisture on my calves right now. Bringing it back.
Awesome. She's like probably one of my favorite TikTokers easily.
She has a face like mine that's like very expressive.
Yeah, very expressive. Yeah.
I love her.
If you guys are wondering who we're talking about, Nicole Story Dent on TikTok. If you're an elder millennial like us, okay, well, like more like me, more me. I'm 38. She's 35. She's my age. She's like, so I'm like, I totally relate to her.
You're not 38 yet.
38. I'm gonna be
38 right now.
Yes.
Like today, on this day.
Today.
You are 38.
I'm gonna be 39.
Oh my God, you are old.
Yeah. Thanks. Hey, you know what? You're getting up there. Anything north of 35 is fucking old.
36 next month.
Yeah. 39 this year. Fuck, man. Oh. Well, we're here to talk a little bit about the state of the industry.
Yeah.
We're not going to be grim about it, but we might be. Just tads at times. But, 25 kicked off. We're here. We want to talk a little bit about it. We see it, guys. Don't think we don't. We see it on threads. We see it especially in our Facebook group. Like people are reporting bookings are slow. The industry's drying up. People are booking a lot later. They're booking closer to their date. They're not booking certain vendors anymore. Are we in the wedding gap still? I believe we are. Or is this just a permanent thing? There's a lot of uncertainty into the wedding industry this year.
This season, yeah. I put out a thread, I want to say like a couple weeks ago now at this point, to see like what bookings were like for real though, like for realsies. Like, don't bullshit me. Don't give me the love and light. Everything's great. I'm so booked. Give me the real shit. Tell me how it's really going. And it was so all over the place. You've got photographers who have been in business for a long time and always have been super successful who are like, this is the weirdest year ever. Yeah. I'm struggling to book. And then you have people who are like, this is my busiest booking year yet. And I have questions.
So we put that out there too on our Instagram question box. I always fucking get that wrong. But we did put it out there on that Instagram question box thing. It's like, how you feeling, fam? In the club.
How we doing?
What do you say?
In the club, we're all stressed.
Well, so I put it out there and I just wanted to see, how is everyone doing? How's your season going? How is everything being? Are you nervous? Are you, worried about the state of the industry? Like, how is everything going? And we got a very healthy response back on that. Mm-hmm. Probably like hundreds of submissions on this. And a lot of people are stressed. They're worried about it. Like,
some of the top professionals in our industry are struggling to get bookings right
now.
Yeah,
there's a few people I follow. Like, I know John Branch, who's a big YouTuber, big photographer from North Carolina, talked openly about it. Like, mm-hmm. He's looking to, join, the big wedding websites and stuff like that because of how the industry is and how his region is and everything like that. And, it's definitely a weird year. I've noticed inquiries are slow. Ghosting's at an all-time high. Yeah. I'm not sure about prices. Like I didn't raise my rates too much. Like I didn't go up that much.
Well, we talked about it a little bit. Like, we raise our rates annually for the most part, even if it's a small amount.
You have to
keep up with the industry, the economy, everything like that. And we did.
Yeah.
I had to drop it down again. In terms of, the feedback that I was getting from the inquiries that I was receiving was that I was just like too far out of their budget. And this is the first year that I felt like an overwhelming amount of leads responded that.
Yeah.
In comparison to years prior. So I took the feedback and I rolled it back to what a little bit more than what my 2024 pricing was.
Yeah.
It still increased, but not by as much.
Not by a higher margin.
Right.
And getting back to that question box, I noticed a lot of the vendors that said they were killing it were one of two things. They were the lower budget, because I did click in to the ones that said they were killing it. They were either lower budget vendors or high-end luxury.
Right.
So the middle market is kind of what's being affected here from what we see. Or at least what's being reported on and what we can report on.
It's also regionally. So in certain regions, people aren't struggling at all. It's just the same as it has been each year. In our region, specifically Long Island, which is the most expensive in the country for weddings. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that.
It's like one or two. It's like
one or two.
I lump New York City into
right.
this region. So with New York City, it's number one.
We have the most expensive weddings in the country here. And people in our area can't fucking afford it anymore.
No, because when you think about it, all right, if the average wedding here is $75K, which it is, by the way.
And that's on the lower side.
Yeah. And that's all vendors, that's everything, right? That's all the vendors included and everything like that, like your catering budget, the whole gamut, right? If your wedding is $75K and you're looking to start a life, a family, things like that, a lot of these couples have choices to make, all right? Do I have the $75K, $100K big wedding, or do I invest that money to start a family? What are you going to do? I personally, if it were me, I would want to put that money into a house, into starting a life. And we all know the economy's shit right now.
Trash.
Absolute trash. Housing market is, there's an all-time high for demand, but supply is very limited. So that makes it super competitive. So you go to buy a house nowadays and you haven't outbid 50 people. That's crazy to me.
Interest rates are high. Rent is high. So even if you can't afford, even if you aren't able to buy a house, you're still spending anywhere from $2,400 to $3,000 a month on a 2-bed.
Yeah,
apartment.
And that's in this area. Remember, we're talking New York, but this is everywhere. So it's a ripple effect everywhere else too. So maybe certain areas it's not as bad,
and maybe there's not as much saturation in the market.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot going on. People are choosing hey, I'm going to have a smaller elopement or a smaller wedding, backyard wedding. I'm going to elope in City Hall. Something I just did one. They had
those photos were so stunning.
Thank you.
He hasn't posted them yet. He probably will by the time this comes out. But my God.
Thank you.
I looked at those and was like, I fucking suck.
They were
I
bad.
suck.
I don't ever toot my own horn with photos.
Beep beep.
I loved these.
Toot that bitch.
When I was shooting, I was just like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Toot that thing up, mommy, make it roll.
When you ever have a moment when you're just shooting and you're just like, fuck, this is really coming out good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was this weekend for me.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. I was just like, oh my God, the light is perfect here. This is great.
I was
oh my God.
so
I was like,
jealous.
It's moody as shit. Oh, it's moody. Oh, I can put them here, there, here, there. I'm like, it's like a playground. It's like Candyland.
Yeah.
It's like you can't go wrong when you have, and I had time. It was like, where do I want to go? I want to go up the stairs, down the stairs, left, right, up. When you have, it's very rare as a photographer to have that much creative freedom. But when you do and you could play and it's like a styled shoot almost, you're like, oh my God, like what happened?
He sent a few of the photos and like a video of the space to the Facebook group moderator group chat, and we were all just like, fuck, so jealous.
So
and also, wait, quick question.
Yeah.
When you are shooting like an elopement like that where you get time to play around and stuff, do you find yourself sometimes forgetting that you have time and you're moving so quickly, and then you're like, oh shit, I don't have to move so quickly?
I definitely was a little bit more laxed here. I normally do, but I was definitely a little bit more laxed, and we had other places to go, and I was just like, but can we stay here for like
I don't want to leave.
It was like another 10, 15 minutes. There were so many more shots I wanted to do that I didn't get to do. So yeah, I probably should have moved quicker. It was also my first wedding of the season, and I was just like, I'm not in like overdrive yet, where I'm like running through the paces.
Yeah.
So we're so excited to announce a partnership with Aftershoot. So Aftershoot AI is designed to speed up and simplify every step of the process, from importing, culling, editing, and exporting. Aftershoot truly changed the game for us as wedding photographers.
I love it.
Do you love it?
I do. It's been helping my workflow so much to just be able to press a button and have it know my shit.
Yeah, you get time back. Like, I mean, it's been amazing for me to implement. I can now devote more time to the clients. I get photos back quicker to them, and it's really working so well for at least me as a wedding photographer, and I know it's working for you too.
Oh yeah. The interface is simple and easy to use. You can cull thousands of photos in minutes with AI that helps identify the best selections. Build an editing profile based on the way that you edit, or you can even select one from top industry pros. Export right into Lightroom, Capture One, or Bridge for fast and accurate results.
There's also no need for internet. So if you're on the go or in a remote place or even on a plane, Aftershoot will work regardless if you have an internet connection or not. So with Aftershoot subscription, you get an all-in-one AI assistant that could cull, edit, crop, straighten, export, and there's no paying extra. It's all included.
You can try it free for 30 days using the link in the show notes and use code TVT15 for 15% off a subscription purchase.
So this episode is sponsored by the Legal Paige. The Legal Paige is a legal education platform for small businesses and a contract template shop. They help you get legally legit in minutes. So Lauren,
I've been using a Legal Paige contract for a while now.
I know you have, and guess what?
Did you do it?
I did. I took the jump. I took the jump, and I implemented Paige's contract into my proposals and everything.
How amazing.
Oh my God. There was so much in there that like just covers my bases.
That you wouldn't even think of.
I'm like, where was this my whole life? So they have literally changed the game for me. They have made me feel a lot more secure in my business. And I really think you guys should take a look.
Just take a peek.
Just take a peek. Take a peek.
And there's also something for anything. Like, I've gotten a couple of destination inquiries and realized that I needed to change my contract. So you can purchase a destination wedding contract.
Yeah, maybe if you have a second shooter or an associate shooter and you need an agreement, they have those as well. So it doesn't matter what you are in the industry, whether you're a photographer, videographer, planner, florist, DJ, you name it, the Legal Paige has a contract that will make your business legally legit.
All contracts have been reviewed and critiqued by industry-leading professionals and come with free future updates made by the Legal Paige's legal team.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but Paige is a retired wedding and family photographer, as well as an attorney. So she has a very unique perspective and expertise when it comes to photography contracts. They offer education through blog posts, podcast episodes, YouTube channel, pretty much you name it.
The whole nine.
So definitely check them out. Use the link in the show notes to get legally legit. And you know what's really cool about it, Lauren? We got a code.
We got a code. Use TVT10.
And that will get you what?
10% off anything in the shop.
So you want to get your business legally legit? Check out the Legal Paige.
But it was fun. So yeah, so elopements becoming more popular, especially in the Northeast where they weren't very popular here. They really weren't, like, until COVID happened. You know, the smaller micro weddings were non-existent here. You know, they were very popular in the Pacific Northwest, in California, things like that. But here, not so much. Now, I probably get around, I don't know, half my inquiries are elopements now, micro weddings. And I love them. I think they're incredible. They're great to photograph and everything like that. But it's definitely a market shift for me.
Yeah.
So, I'm adjusting my business model to accommodate those a little bit more. And I think a lot of other vendors are doing the same thing.
Definitely noticed like an influx of elopement and in more intimate weddings over years prior. So seeing a lot of that, and a lot of people booking or inquiring like 3 to 4 months before their wedding date, as opposed to, previous years where it was like 1 to 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
So a lot of people they're casting a wider net, I think.
Yeah, I put that
and
question.
taking their time.
I don't know if you saw. I put that question out on TikTok. Like I've been TikToking a lot. 39. I'm TikToking. Jesus Christ. But I'm learning to TikTok.
Nothing wrong with that. I follow this nice old lady on TikTok.
All right. I just. Well, I hopped on the TikTok. Okay, as Adriana says, hopped on TikTok and really wanted to ask the question, and to the TikTok audience, more importantly. And I said, I was just like, are 2025 and 2026 couples just waiting a little bit longer to book their vendors? Like, is it because of the economy? Is it like because, like the uncertainty is just, it's too expensive? Like why are you waiting so long, kind of thing? And I said, I was like, I've been doing this for 13 years, and most people in years past were booking 1.5 to 2 years out. And the responses I got on that video were a wide array. One, it was like, we're poor. I'm like, all right, get that.
Understood.
A lot of people are like, a lot of vendors require 50% down payment for their initial retainer.
That's a lot.
And I said, that's a lot. Like, I don't do that. But a lot of vendors are requiring that. And because of that, the couples are like, hesitant to book certain vendors because they have to spread out their payments.
Right.
Okay, understood. With that, a lot of people are like, well, the economy's fucked. I don't want to fucking do that. Like, I'm trying to buy a house. So there's a lot of variety there. And I just think it all stems back to the world, to the economy. Okay, like, because everything's expensive right now.
America's going to have a full-blown crash out soon.
Yeah, it's not even just this is worldwide.
I know it's worldwide, but it's like extra bad here. Yeah. Welcome to America, where there are no rules and the laws don't matter.
Oh. I'm sweating right now.
I don't care anymore.
She's just losing it. We're all fine, people. But
yeet us into the sun. We deserve it. We're in timeout.
Non-political here. Okay?
It's not political.
Non-political here. But did you see? And listen,
Okay,
we're never gonna get
excited.
fucking political here.
I think we've
but
said
there
enough.
is a stupid ass motherfucker that literally proposed to buy Greenland and call it red, white, and blue land. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I had to look this up because I needed to see
I was
with
like,
my own eyes
I was like, is this real?
that this was real, because I saw it on TikTok and I was like, no, I have to fact check this. Looked on Congress.gov.
It's real. Like
Red, white, and blue land? No wonder the rest of the world fucking hates us.
Like, stop it. Oh my God.
Why are we this tacky?
So tacky.
Help us.
So tacky. It's the same people that hated the Super Bowl halftime show.
Help.
That love it. All right.
Yeah, America.
America. Red, white, and blue land. I'm going to go move there.
Says the guy whose favorite holiday is the 4th of
I
July.
fucking love 4th of July. Right? Okay? I love 4th of July. I love bleed red, white, and blue.
You would love red, white, and blue land.
I think that's fucking stupid. And I
hate
wear a mullet and an American flag bandana on the 4th of July with short shorts that are in the pattern of an American flag. And I think that's fucking stupid. So let's move on. All right.
If you don't get it by now. Okay, go ahead.
Well, all right. So getting back to it, which I don't even know where we're at right now.
I don't know, but I really liked it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Reset. Factory reset. Put us in rice.
Yeah. Well, all right. So among other things, right?
Mm-hmm.
During this whole fucking thing, okay? what I've also noticed, okay, since COVID, the market got a little oversaturated with vendors. A lot of people started a hobby. That hobby turned into a career. Hell yeah, awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Love seeing that. But it has oversaturated the market, right? So these vendors are still on the lower price, but they're getting better quality, right? So the quality is getting better. So therefore, those lower price vendors are getting booked more. It's great, all right? But it has affected the market in that way. It's also, you know, let's be real here. The one vendor that won't drop their prices are venues.
I blame you for everything.
But, you know, around here, let's just say a regular venue around here, country club, catering hall type venue, which are very nice around here.
In yesteryear,
A few years ago,
about 150 a plate, right?
okay. Now,
Same venue.
Same
no
venue.
updates.
0 updates.
No renovations.
What are they charging?
Maybe
now?
less employees. to
What
be
are they
honest with you.
charging? Tell us.
Double.
Double. 300 per plate. Average cost. Okay. The quality hasn't improved. The price sure has. Now, okay, factor in those costs to the venue. Okay. They're paying a higher cost for electric. They're paying higher costs for food. They're paying higher costs for, you know, workers, things like that. Everything costs more money. Even like, all right, they got to maintain landscaping. The landscaping bill's higher. So they have to raise their rates. Okay. Did they have to raise their rates 100%?
No.
I don't think that's probably the case here. You know, as vendors, we don't usually raise our rates 100%.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine if, let's say, for example, my top tier collection is $7,500. Could you imagine if I went to $15,000
the following year?
overnight?
Like, that's crazy to me. And what we're seeing from these venues, what I'm hearing, is they're slow. They're slow. They're not booking dates like they were. And until they drop their prices, which who knows if they ever will,
Probably not.
or if the market until the market catches up, you know, we won't see that wedding industry, the cost of it, come down anytime soon. So I think venues lead the charge in overall cost. Obviously, it's, you know, where you're getting married, right? But I don't think they can lower their costs, number one, okay, because the operation cost is high. And I'm not fully blaming venues here, okay? The whole industry is expensive. I mean,
I know. I'm just being a brat.
Because we have a lot of venue owners that follow us, and
sure.
Okay, we have a lot of venues that follow us, and they love us and everything like that. And we're not fucking just blaming you guys. I mean, look at we
Mike's like, Matt, cut all of this.
I'm not fucking blaming you, okay?
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm being real here. Look at the cost of flowers, okay?
No, I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
like I mean, Jesus Christ, like the cost of flowers have doubled, okay? Because, you know, import fees and growers fees and the cost of, like, you know,
Thoughts and tariffs. He hates me.
Let's run an ad.
This is a good time for an ad break.
Super excited to announce a partnership with Blacksmith Print Co.
Look at this thick bitch.
Oh, God. Yo, she's spicy. I love her. Yeah. So Blacksmith brings quality, simplicity, and a boutique customer service to photographers looking to upgrade their album experience. These things are fucking good.
Beautiful.
I mean, we picked them up. Like, we got Brady, the owner, sent us these sample albums with our photos in them. One, they look gorgeous. Color was
fantastic.
Spot fucking on. Beautiful, beautiful albums. Super thick, super heavy.
He also walked us through the design process and onboarding personally.
Yeah.
And he does that for every single client that he books.
Yeah. And I love that personalized experience. So the albums included, like what he offers, 8x8, 10x10, 12x12 sizes available. So included with an album purchase is premium packaging, free shipping, any cover material. They have leather, linen, embossed names, raised letters, cameo window option, and embossing foil. So you can see your names and everything like that.
90% of orders ship within 7 business days, and ordering is super easy right through the website. Blacksmith only takes 30 to 50 new photographers a year who are looking to order 15 albums a year or more. A special offer for Vendor Table listeners who qualify will get $500 of album credits towards your first sample when you mention the Vendor Table in the How Did You Hear About Us section when applying on Blacksmith's website.
So check them out for yourself at blacksmithprintco.com.
We just want to give a special shout out to Maroo, one of our sponsors. Maroo is a modern payment experience for the weddings and events industry.
Maroo has added some incredible new features, including the ability to send contracts, create itemized invoices, and our personal favorite, the ability to pay contractors.
Love this.
Yeah, like that makes me so happy to have a platform that if I need to pay like an associate or a second shooter, I'm paying them right through Maroo. It just goes right to their bank account, makes things so nice and easy.
It's also so neat and organized.
Yes.
You can find anything.
Super organized. Like, I love it because I'm just like, hey, I got to print it out at the end of the year, send my accountant over for tax purposes and all that stuff.
Perfect.
It keeps things so nice and neat.
Maroo is a community of 10,000 plus wedding and event professionals, and it's growing. They offer seamless transactions and a hassle-free payment experience. They make it easy for you to focus on what you do best, creating memorable experiences.
So we went over, but with Maroo, you could create and share your contract, accept and make payments without processing fees, offer clients a simpler experience, no need to sign up, just pay and go, and pay your contractors, something we both love. So it also keeps all your payments neatly organized in the central hub. You could sign up for free at maroo.us/TBT.
If you're a wedding pro looking to scale your business, you have got to check out the Abundance Group Mastermind.
Yeah, this isn't just like any other program. It's an experience like nothing else in the wedding world. So I worked with Ashley. She's amazing. And let me tell you, she's one of the really the most generous, genuine people I've ever met. She's built $1 million a year wedding planning company and shares her knowledge and time in a way that's truly unmatched.
In the Mastermind, you get unlimited daily voice coaching with Ashley. Yes, really. Access to every course she's ever created, and 2 incredible live in-person events each year. Plus, the group itself is filled with wedding vendors who are scaling, many who are over the $100,000 mark, some even hitting $500,000 plus.
Jeez.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. This isn't just about learning. It's about being part of a community that gets it and pushes you to grow, really. So if you're serious about scaling your business, all right, you want to take it to the next level, you got to check this out.
What's great for TBT listeners is that we have a special link that allows you to skip the wait list. So check out the link in the show notes for more info. All right, factory reset for Lauren.
It's just an expensive fucking time. All right, everything's expensive. So I'm not faulting venues.
No, everybody's broke, hey, you know?
Everybody's broke. Okay, and it was funny. We were talking on the Honeybook podcast, right? The Unbreakable Business podcast. And they just posted a clip today. And it was me saying okay, what's your industry hot take, your biggest wedding industry hot take? And I always see these business coaches out there and you see I'm sure photographers have seen these same fucking 10 people that they pop up in their ads. You want to grow your business and be a successful photographer? You want to make 6 figures, okay? And be an awesome photographer and get 1 million leads and all this stuff, all right? Biggest hot take I have with the wedding industry, 6 figures isn't a lot of money anymore.
Nope.
It's not a lot of money, all right? You need to make 6 figures to survive now. Mm-hmm. That's the standard. That's the gold standard right now. You need to make that to survive. So everything's expensive. Everything. Our gear's expensive. Maintenance is expensive. The subscription fees we pay are expensive. Jesus, gas, tolls, whatever, okay? Name it, everything has gone up in price. And because of that, okay, as does the industry. Mm-hmm. All right? I see a lot of fucking brides on TikTok why is the wedding industry so fucking expensive? Oh my God, vendors cost so much money.
Look at the world, sis.
It's everywhere. It's not just this. It's not just this. If you were paying...
Can I just talk about...
Yeah.
I went to the supermarket, a box of cereal was 7 doll hairs.
Why'd you say that? Why do you have to say doll hairs?
Why not? 7 doll hairs for a box of fucking dehydrated wheat.
Oh, wheat's expensive. That's That's what I mean.
Well, that's the world we're living in right now. Everything is expensive, and
wheat's expensive, eggs are high,
and because our expenses are so high, we're not making any more money. We're still making the same amount of money. We're just spending more.
And with that being said, couples are now turning to the wedding market and seeing if it's worth it to actually have that big wedding, right? To have that big event.
And let me ask you this question. If you were getting married today, in our year, our Lord's year, 2025,
okay,
would you be having a big wedding?
Fuck no. 100% no. And I am a large-scale wedding photographer. The weddings I photograph are 150 to 200 person weddings on average. That's like what I photograph. I would not have a wedding that large today. I couldn't afford it. Straight up and honest. I couldn't afford it.
Nope.
It's expensive as hell. Unless I have like a parent helping or family members contributing or something like that.
And that's a lot of pressure to put on your family members too.
Exactly. Like, I think today, if I were to get married today, I'd keep it small and intimate. I'd have a small and intimate ceremony, a celebration, right? Okay. Get married somewhere nice. Maybe a park, a beach, a city hall, something really lovely, right? Or I'd spend the money in another way, okay? I'd have a banger destination wedding, okay? 50 people, right? Reserve like a nice space at a resort. Have everything there because at least you get an experience out of it, right? You're having 20 to 50 people at a resort, something like that. That's what I would do today, okay, if it were me. If I were to elope somewhere local, I'd have a celebration in the backyard, a barbecue.
All our vendor friends are going to be like, shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Mike. Shut up. Like, I'm sorry.
But be honest. Put yourself in that situation. And that's where our potential clients are at right now. And that's why we're where we are. Like, if you can't empathize with your clientele, then, and you're sitting here just going, why isn't anyone booking with me? This is why. Like, it's a large part of the reason why people are struggling and they're reprioritizing.
Yeah, couples are sacrificing their plans for their dream wedding to save for a house.
I think a lot of people, we're obviously getting older. We've been in the industry for a while, but we have a new generation of people getting married, and they're seeing sticker shock. They're like, holy shit, I didn't know it was going to be this expensive, and they have to reevaluate. We've had cancellations.
Yeah. Cancellations, downscaling the size of the weddings, things like that. People have done that.
Moving venues.
Yeah. And it all circles back to like people want to save money, right? They want to buy a house. They want to invest in their future. And at the end of the day, a wedding is one day.
And listen,
it's one day to drop a lot of money.
A lower budget client is going to look for lower budget vendors. And, they can afford that.
Yeah.
Luxury clients, they could throw money away.
Yeah.
If they're looking in the luxury market, they have money to blow. Middle market, middle America, or, middle tier, anywhere. The average is where people seem to really be struggling.
I think I read around 80% of like weddings are in that middle market, right? Like the average wedding cost is in that middle market. And then you have 10% on the low end and 10% on the high end luxury, right? So that middle end is that middle area, I should say, is suffering the most. So, and I could be wrong with that number, but it's probably right around there when you think about it, right? Like average wedding costs. Like in your area, that number is going to change, but you're going to have high end, low end, and middle tier in any area. It's just that price is going to move and fluctuate, and as are the vendor prices are going to move and fluctuate. So it's a crazy time, man.
It's crazy. How are you feeling?
I'm all right.
Okay.
So I'm fully booked for this year. Okay, 2025, I'm fully booked. I took like a one here or there. The elopement I just shot was 2 weeks ago. They booked me 2 weeks ago. Okay, it's a quick turnaround. But I was like, well, it's February. It's a little slow. My 2026 leads are slow. I will say that. I'm like, I
booked my second 2026 the other day.
I have 3. So I'm like, this is weird.
It is odd. Like for me, I'm not fully booked. Transparency. Like we always said that we were going to do that. I'm not fully booked for 2025. I have dates open, And the same kind of thing happened last year where I started stressing around this time of year that I wasn't getting enough leads. And then all of a sudden February hit and it was like, that was my best booking month of the entire year.
Yeah.
And then I booked out for the year in February. So I'm trying to like, again, just remain optimistic and think about the trends because I got inquiries for like an August wedding, like 3 months before.
Yeah.
So things are just different. And
yeah, it's
just different.
It's a different time. Like people are like, and back to that TikTok that I talked about earlier, a lot of people are like, you know, we're waiting to book as we get closer because we just don't have the money right now. So understood, you know, I had a few of those last year that I booked like 7-8 months out. And I was like, wow, that's a quick, shorter engagement. They just want to have shorter engagements and stuff like that. So, all right, kind of crazy. But at the same point, if the whole industry shifted in that way, as the market goes, so does the industry. That's just how it is. You know, the market dictates trends and the industry follows.
Yeah.
That's how any industry works, not just weddings. So take that into account, people. Like, you know, like you're not going to change the way the market is. Not like the only thing you could do is change your pricing to accommodate, to go to one level or the other. So personally, like that's the hardest thing to do because like, are you showing the value of your brand and stuff like that? So it's a weird time, and we're with you guys. Like I know the far majority of people when we put that question box out were like, I'm struggling, I'm hurting, I'm looking at full-time jobs, I'm doing this.
A lot of people saying that they need to get like part-time jobs to supplement their income this year, and it's sad like that's the way it is because it's been predictable. Yeah. For the last 5 years. Yeah, that COVID boom. You know, where it was so sad. We were fucking crazy, man. The industry was packed. Like, you couldn't breathe. I think the 2021 year, I had like 600 leads. I was like, I couldn't even keep up. So I had 47 weddings that year. There was just high demand. The state of uncertainty with the world was there. Like, people were just getting married. Like, the venues, the cost was low because they were nervous they weren't going to be able to operate. You know, like there was so much that factored in there. Now it's like, oh, I don't really need to get married. I could wait. And I know, like, on the business front, a lot of people don't want to portray or like put their stress into the world because they want to be professional for their clients and all of that. But all we're seeing in like vendor specific Facebook groups, like Unscripted, our Facebook group, other like photography Facebook groups, it's all the same. It's all tons of vendors freaking out over low bookings and ghosting and all of this stuff. So if you are a vendor and you are shitting your pants over the next 2 years, you're not alone. No. There's a lot of people, and it doesn't matter if some schmuck in your community is going, I'm having the best year ever, I'm so overbooked. Yeah, I wonder why they're overbooked. Probably because they only take 5 a year. Yeah. That's the other thing is like, are they part-timer? Are they charging, you know, $1,000 a wedding for a service? Stuff like that? Everybody's different with the amount of weddings that they'll take on. Everybody's schedule is different. People have multiple jobs. So don't look at your peers who are like presenting like everything is great and fine and dandy, because there's a lot of people in the industry who are struggling. Yeah. So, but we're here. Got your back. We're here. We're going to keep it real. Yeah, man. Yeah, as we always do. Yeah, I shit my pants every year. It's fine. I have my oh shit weeks where I'm like, I suck at this. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, she calls me and she's like, I don't know what to do anymore. Well, just yesterday I had an hour-long conversation and crying to you. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Literally. It's fine. I gave her a pep talk. She's like, you're really good at this. I was like, you're good at pep talks. What can I say? If you need a pep talk. Patreon. We keep saying we're going to start a Patreon. We have it ready to go. Venmo us $10 and Mike will give you a pep talk. That'd be a good like bonus. I'll give you a pep talk. You want a pep talk? I will give you a pep talk. Mike will give you a pep talk and I'll read you bedtime stories. Well, apparently, like, people want you to degrade them on Patreon. Well, I did say that I would. I just didn't know that anybody would find that like you want me to? I will. Now more than ever. Your girl needs money. This episode is unhinged.
As are most.
Brought to you by my incredibly chaotic brain.
Yeah. The pink hair does you well.
Thank you.
It's so funny though, like because like you have literally changed your hairstyle every single recording.
I was looking at the TikTok feed and I was like, oh my God, every single video my hair is different.
She has never had consistent hair. Ever. Like look at the feed. It's Lauren's different hair colors. Blonde, brunette, black, red, just all over the place. So good. And here's me.
Keeping everybody on their toes.
Vanilla Mike.
It's all right. You're
fine.
consistent.
I'm very consistent.
They know what to expect with you. I'm the wild card.
We know. We all know. Well, this has been a fun episode.
This was fun.
It was just like a listen.
I mean,
we're
it's
here
fun.
We're
Sad. Weird.
here to chat.
Yahtzees.
Would you move to red, white, and blue land?
No. And it's the Gulf of Mexico. Fuck you.
Yeah, that is. They already changed it on Google
I
Maps.
know.
I'm like, really? Like, we're gonna cater
Can we
to this
stop? Like, there are other things we really need to worry about.
Yeah,
Not
like-
changing the names of
places.
places.
Like, Jesus. Like, there's so many other things to worry about. Like the wedding industry. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, guys, this has been fun. Before Lauren goes on a tirade, we're gonna end this one.
He knew I was going to.
Lauren,
Yes.
where can they find you?
You can find me at LaurenO'BrienPhoto.com and Lauren O'Brien Photo and the Feral Photog on Instagram and TikTok. Mike, where can they find you?
At Michael Kazara Photo on Instagram, TikTok, as well as my website. And you can find us at the Vendor Table Pod on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, as well as
Our Facebook group.
guys. It's been fun. Catch you next time.
Okay, bye.